Hello everyone, welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'. So let me just go to the computer to see that I have gone live. Okay, we'll wait till a few people get in here. So this is one of my impromptu lives. I did kind of tell you yesterday that I would be going. It was just kind of a matter of when. And come on in, say hello, tell me where you're from. Hi Kathy from Colorado Mountains. Hi Jean. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I have just had so much inspiration lately. I have so many ideas and there's not enough time to get everything out that I want to share with you guys. So I have a really super duper, and I mean like super simple card. You will not need a die cutting machine for this. It's that simple, but it's so elegant and so classy. So let's see. I know a lot of people are working. So we're just going to go ahead because it looks like I thought maybe I'd catch people on their lunch hour East Coast, but maybe I missed them. All right. So if you're new to my channel, please click that subscribe button if you're watching me later over on YouTube, but comment, like, and share this video. I would appreciate it. And we're just going to go straight into this. So this card is a little bit inspired by my husband, who's not here at the moment, because we're going to be using basic beige. And we're just going to start off and cut this down. So I want to cut this at, it's 8.5 this direction. So let's go 6.5. Let me see where that is. Right here. I want to make sure I had that on there. And we need this. And then we're going to go ahead while I have this at 3 1/4. We're just going to score it because this is a slim line. But trust me, this is so classic. And I will tell you where I get my envelopes from. Okay, and then I want another piece of beige. Whoops, I want to cut it, not score it. And while I've got this here, we're going to cut this down to 8. Okay. Now, we're going to need some berry burst, so while I have this out, I may as well just start right away. I'm going to take a 3/4 inch chunk of this berry burst. Oh, I did it again. And then I need to trim that down, I believe, right? Yes. Okay. We'll set that aside. I need another piece of the berry burst. Cutting this down to 3 inches, and then we're gonna go to 8 1/4. So we're just gonna take off that little 1/4 inch, and then one more piece at 3/4. And then we're gonna trim that down to 3. Okay, whoops, let me trade that out. So let's go back here. This is going to be a slim line, and this is our base. This is the basic beige. Bill says it's his favorite color. He just did that as a joke because people weren't quite sure about beige at the beginning, but now it's like stuck. So his actual favorite color is real red. All right, so we have that. And then what I want to do is these pieces that I cut, I want to make a matte layer. So let's just glue these down. This is how simple it is. The cutting is the most extensive part of this card. And we still have some DSP to go, but not much. So use my liquid glue to line that up. How many people love Berry Burst? I love it. It's such a bright, happy color, but it is very bright and very intense. So when you pair it with basic beige, you actually get it to kind of like be an exciting little pop of color without having it overwhelm you. Okay, so now we have just this gorgeous matte. Right? All right. Now, I went ahead here and pre-cut for, let me do some more cutting actually. The paper that I'm using, I didn't even tell you the set or the paper. This is the Floral Charm. This is brand new online exclusive. And this is the piece that inspired me. It's so pretty. And I want to make it go as far as possible. Now, I have never been a purple fan, but I'm telling you what, since Petunia Pop and Fresh Freesia came into my life, I am loving them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut just a 1/2 inch. That's it. Just a 1/2 inch off here. Right? So like you could get a lot of cards off of this, right? And then I'm going to take that at 2 3/4. So let's get that up here. We'll put that there. And I'm going to need another one at 7 1/2. So let's go here, 7 1/2. Okay. So on these papers that we cut, we're just going to go ahead and layer these in between. Now, they are a 1/4 inch layer, so that makes it really easy, but if you wanted to be even super sleek and classy, you could do like an 1/8 inch layer. I just have a hard time on the 1/4 inch pieces. My hands don't work so much on that on such a small layer. So we're going to put it on, and then we're going to take a minute to just get that layered in. We're going to do the same thing with this one. The 1/4 inch layer is just, I'm too clumsy, I think, but this 1/2 inch I can do. Okay, so I went ahead and pre-cut a piece of white for the inside. That makes it, even though you could write on this, I think this gives it kind of a classy look. So let's go ahead and put this in. I think my glue is starting to go dead. And then, since beige is just kind of a neutral color and white, let's add some of that color on the inside here. And I'm going to put it right up at the top. You know what this kind of reminds me of is, remember when we used to do those slim, I should do one of those. I haven't done one of those in a while. The slim notebooks. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Those were really popular back in the day. Now for the front of this card, I'm going to do the same thing with this piece. So this is going to be kind of our focal point. I I've been doing a lot of Stampin' lately, so maybe need to order some more, I think. So I'll just try to give this about the same width all the way around here. And I turn it on its side. It's just easier for me to do that. Like this. So simple, right? How could it be any more simple? Okay, so I am using the Charming Day stamp set. I'm not going to use the bundle. However, you could. I just wanted to make this kind of really sleek and classic. I'm going to do the thanks for being you. If you purchase this bundle together, you do save 10%, and this is only an online exclusive. And I'm going to use the Pecan Pie, which is the color here in the leaves that they chose, to stamp this. Now, tip. Sometimes I save these. In fact, this is the one that I actually used that has this saying on it, so I could see what it looks like. That way you can, this is the inside where your stamps come on. I save these and I use them so I can see what it looks like, where I want it, where I want to place it. And I determined that I wanted to place mine down low so that I would have this really sleek look. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, kind of did a bill there. I goobered it all up on the edges. Okay, it's clean now. Let's try that again. There we go. So I'm just going to come, and I am going to stand up. Unlike Bill, I'm a little bit shorter. Isn't that so pretty? I just love it. It's so simple and so pretty. Now, I wanted to use some embellishments that I think went really well. And I am in love with these adhesive back pearl trios. You guys have seen me. This is probably my 5th thing using them. I really like them. But I really felt like that had that berry burst color that I wanted with that iridescence. I think is very classic. So I'm going to use no ribbon on this, no die cuts. It was just a trimmer, stamps, paper, ink. Although I am using an embellishment. So you can do this however you wanted to. So I kind of wanted to make this look like it is kind of like falling down here with some pearls, kind of lowering that eye to make this card. These slimline cards, they're either popular or they're not popular. You either like them or you don't like them. Some people don't like to do them just because it takes a different amount of cardstock and you can't get 2 on the measurements that I give you. But you can adjust this to anything. If you wanted to make this on just a regular card, you could adjust it. I just love this sleek look with that long piece of DSP that is actually giving your eye something to focus on the way down with the pearls to the sentiment. Now, I don't make my envelopes. I know a lot of people like to make their envelopes out of matching DSP. That's fine. And I love that there are people who do that. When I get them, I think they're absolutely beautiful. I just don't have the patience. I don't know why I don't have the patience. I'll sit and work on a card for hours, but I don't. I buy mine. I get these off of Amazon. I think this is absolutely perfect. They're just a hair bigger, but that's okay. I don't think there's any problem. They fly on one stamp, and they have like white, and they have different colors. I chose this kind of craft paper color because I just think it looks fancy schmancy. I'm going to pay the same amount if I get the white or the craft colored one, so I got the craft colored one, and it is a little bit bigger than what I have, but it still flies on one stamp on the size that I had. The reason why I chose this size was simply because it was an 8.5 piece of cardstock, and I could cut that to fit that. So now this, all these measurements and everything will be in my email. If you don't know about my email yet, Sign up for it. It is free. It gives you a supply list of everything that I use to make the cards. You don't have to memorize it. You don't have to write it down in this video. However, it will give you this video also some photographs of the project so you can see that, and then it'll list all the dimensions for you, and it gets mailed to your inbox so you don't have to go to Pinterest anymore. I quit doing Pinterest. I quit doing a blog. You don't have to go search for different parts, different places. It's all just emailed to you at one spot. All of these items are available for purchase on my website. I certainly do appreciate all of sales that I receive, and I thank you so much for your orders. If you like this, will you please give me a thumbs up? If you want more content like this, click to follow me. Share this with a crafty friend that might be interested in it. And I appreciate you just stopping by, saying hello to me this morning. Well, it's morning here. I guess it's not morning everywhere. And I will catch you another time. They're going to kind of just pop up on you guys. So thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.